morning. Last night we saw some heavy thundery downpours, particularly so across Kent. There's more thunderstorms in the forecast today across parts of England where it will remain humid in the southeast. The best of the dry and sunny conditions will be in the north and the west. I'll have all the details coming up. Absolutely, it did happen. We had 30 millimetres of rainfall in Manston in Kent. That's over an inch in the space of just 1 hour. That was thundering. At the moment, that particular band is moving along the coastline off East Anglia, and still some thunderstorms banging away. Now, the thunderstorms are hit and miss. We're not all going to see them, and for the next few days, that certainly is the picture. We're looking at sunny spells, the best of which will be in the north and the west, and also some thundery downpours. But even where we've got the thundery downpours, in between them, we should see the cloud break and we'll see some sunshine, and that means the temperature will shoot up. But you can see what has been happening this morning. This batch of rain here has brought thunderstorms to Paris. It's now doing the same as it comes in across the southeast. And we've got this next batch of rain coming our way that's moving north and east, as indeed is the one across the Midlands. So it's quite a messy weather picture this morning. There's quite a bit of cloud around as well. So here's the one coming up at the moment, pushing away into the North Sea. The one coming up from the southwest, drifting northwards and eastwards. This too could be thundery. There's a lot of cloud in the south. Where it breaks will be some sunshine, but the lion's share of that is going to be in the north and the west. And here too, we could see just the odd isolated shower. But you'll notice how much fresher it is in the north and the west. We've got temperatures between 14 and 18, still quite humid as we push down towards the southeast, with the top temperature today of around about 24 degrees. Yesterday, the top temperature was 29, and that was at Heathrow. Now, as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening and overnight, we say goodbye to this line of rain. Quite a bit of cloud around, dry for a time with some clear skies, but then the next batch comes up across the Channel Islands and into the southeast. Again, not all of us will see them, but there's the potential for some heavy bursts and thundery bursts as well in between. A muggy night in the south, but much more comfortable for sleeping in as we push further north. I'll have a longer weather forecast with more details and a bigger look into the week in about half an hour. But for now, good morning both, good morning to you too. If you haven't yet stepped outside, for some it's a humid start to the day, particularly in the south and the east, but for most it's a fairly mild or warm start to the day. Far northeast of Scotland, you've got temperatures 5 or 6 degrees, but for most they are in double figures. Now, we've had some heavy thundery downpours through the course of the night. By no means have we all seen these. Manston in Kent, for example, had 30 millimetres from one of those in just 1 hour. That's over an inch of rain. And for the next few days, the forecast is still with some thundery downpours. Again, we won't all see them. The Met Office has various yellow warnings out for them, and there'll be some sunny spells. The best of the sunshine will mostly be in the north and the west. Now, we've got a lot of rain around at the moment. It's quite a messy picture. We've got this band coming up into the southwest. This band has already produced thunderstorms across Paris. It's moving northwards. We'll get thunderstorms from it as well. We currently have thunderstorms along the coastline of East Anglia. And you can see how this pushes into the North Sea. We've got a bit of a respite, and then we've got this band coming in too. But even so, in between them, we could well see some thundery outbreaks. Sunshine across the north and the west with isolated showers. Fresher in the north and west as well, 14 to 18 degrees. But where the sun comes out in the south, in between the thunderstorms, if you catch one, well, we could get up to about 24 degrees. Now, through this evening and overnight, we say goodbye to this line of thunderstorms. There'll be some clear skies, and then the next lot come up across the Channel Islands, southern and eastern parts of England. It's going to be muggy once again in the southeast, much more comfortable for sleeping in across the north and also the west. Tomorrow then we pick up this band of rain, which will have some thunderstorms in it across the southeastern quarter. Quite a bit of cloud ahead of it. Again, the best of the sunshine will be across parts of the north and also the west. Temperature-wise tomorrow, we're looking at 12 in Lerwick to 20 in Cardiff. Now, as we move on into Friday night, we see all this rain continuing, still the chance of some thundery outbreaks in it as well. But by the time we get to the end of the night, well, we've got another weather front not too far away. But for the weekend, high pressure is in charge on Saturday, and then it's usurped by all these fronts, and low pressure coming our way on Sunday. So on Saturday, we say goodbye to Friday's rain. There'll be a lot of dry weather. There'll be a fair bit of cloud around, some brighter breaks, 1 or 2 showers in parts of the west, and it will feel fresher. We're looking at highs 11 to about 20 degrees. But as we head on into Sunday, Well, on Saturday night, we've got the first weather front coming up from the south, the next one coming in from the west. Sunday's looking rather messy, and it's also looking rather wet. It will eventually move northwards, and some of us will see some brighter skies during the course of the day. But in the next few days, we could see some large rainfall totals from all these thunderstorms that are happening. Naga and Charlie. Absolutely right. Good morning, everybody. We've seen quite a few thunderstorms during the course of last night and this morning as well. I've got one from Kent to Manston in Kent. Actually, I had 30 millimetres of rainfall from a thunderstorm during the course of the night in just 1 hour. Now, we've got some flashing pictures here, I should warn you, but we are looking at some thundery downpours in the next few days. Not all of us will see them by any stretch, but if you catch one, it could well be torrential, and for some, it may even lead to some flash flooding. There'll also be some sunny spells in the forecast too, the best of which for most of us will be in the north and the west. Now, this morning's picture is messy. We've got rain coming up across the southwest. We've got this band of thundery rain, which is currently pushing northwards. And we've got some rain across the Midlands, which is also pushing northeastwards. That will end up in the North Sea, as indeed will this band. Now, behind this band, we could see further thundery showers developing, and we still have this one to clear from the north and the east, and that will take the rest of the day. A lot of cloud across parts of England and Wales, but in parts it will break up, and where it does, and we see some sunshine, the temperature will shoot up to 24 degrees. Now, for Scotland, for northwest England and also Northern Ireland, we are looking at drier conditions with isolated showers and some sunshine. And if you're in the sunshine, these temperatures will feel quite pleasant. It's not going to be humid in the north, but it is going to be in the southeast. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, eventually we say goodbye to this line of showers, some of which will have some thunderstorms in it. We'll have a dry spell, some clear skies in the north and the west, but you can see the rain already coming up across the southeast. Again, some of this rain will be thundery, and it will also be humid, much fresher as we move northwards and westwards. So tomorrow, we've still got that rain coming in across the Channel Islands and the southeast of England. Still the potential for some thunderstorms embedded in that. A fair bit of cloud ahead of it as well. But out towards the north and the west, here's where you've got the best chance of seeing some sunshine. And in that sunshine, temperatures responding accordingly. We've got 13 in Stornoway, 15 in Belfast, but our top temperature tomorrow, 20. It will still be humid in the south, but less so. And on Saturday, less so again, which for some, Charlie and Naga, is music to our ears.
Check you out.
They're out this morning. This is what's
always,
happening.
Naga. Always. Charlie and I are always checking each other out.
There you go. Those are the headlines tomorrow.
I feel like I'm blushing. I feel like I'm blushing.
Those are the headlines tomorrow. Well done.
They're for us right now.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. This morning, some of us are off to a beautiful sunny start. As you can see here in Argyll and Bute in Arachar, the sun is already out, but it's not the case everywhere. Something that is fairly much a common denominator are the temperatures, in that they're mostly in double figures. It's a muggy start in the southeast. As you can see already, it's 20 degrees in London, but for much of the rest of the UK, it's more comfortable. Now, over the next 48 hours at least, we're looking at further thunderstorms coming our way. We've seen a lot across parts of the southeast, but not everyone, even in the next 48 hours, will see them. But if you do catch one, the chances are it could be torrential. You could have as much as 50 millimetres in just a couple of hours from the biggest ones, with the risk of flash flooding. Last night, in an hour in Manston in Kent, we had 30 millimetres of rainfall. So currently we've got rain coming up across the Channel Islands in through parts of East Wales. We've also got another batch of thundery rain moving across the southeast. That will clear off into the North Sea, and we'll see further thundery storms develop behind this batch in the southeast. Move towards the west though, and we're looking at something drier and brighter with a fair bit of sunshine and just 1 or 2 showers. If you find the sunshine in the west, we're looking at highs in Glasgow of 18, similarly in Belfast, that will feel pleasant. But once again, it's going to be muggy. If the cloud breaks, we could hit 24 in and around the London area. So a sticky day ahead if you're off to Royal Ascot or indeed the tennis at Queen's. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is if you have an allergy to pollen, look at these levels. They're high or very high across much of the UK today. So into the evening and overnight, we say goodbye to this line of rain. Some of it will still have some thunderstorms in it. We'll have a dry interlude, some clear skies across the north and the west. But then the next batch arrives, coming in across the Channel Islands and into the southeast, where once again, it's going to be another muggy night. Now, we've got this rain. There will be some thunderstorms in it, but as I mentioned, not all of us will actually see them. But we do start with that band of rain through the course of tomorrow. It will be with us for a lot of the day. A fair bit of cloud ahead of it as well, with some brighter breaks developing. But the lion's share of any sunshine is going to be in the north and also the west. And that's where we will have the driest conditions and the freshest conditions as well. Top temperatures tomorrow, 20 degrees in Cardiff. Now, through Friday evening and overnight, we still do have all this rain. Again, there will be some thunder and lightning in it. To the north of that, something drier, a few showers in parts of the west of Scotland. And then as we head on into Saturday, we say goodbye to that rain early on. A ridge of high pressure will be across us, so things will be more settled. It will be a drier day, bar some showers out towards the west. And it won't feel as muggy where it has felt as muggy in recent days. But we do have a weather front approaching from the west and another one approaching from the south. And they're all coming our way during the course of Saturday night and also into Sunday. So it's looking pretty wet on Saturday night and Sunday as this all moves northwards. But we'll see some drier interludes in between as well. Charlie Naga. From then when the sun comes out, it rises again too.
Aye. OK, so we can go out in the rain if you suffer from hay fever and then just run back indoors when it comes back. Thanks, Carol.
Sorry. So again, today we're looking at some rain coming up across parts of England and Wales. Some of that will be thundery. We won't all see it. The brightest skies, though, will be in the north and the west with some sunshine and 1 or 2 showers. I'll have all the details coming up in about 10 minutes. But yes, for the next few days, we are looking at some thunderstorms in the forecast. Now, not all of us by any stretch will see them. They're more likely across parts of central and eastern England. But on Sunday, some of them will be moving northwards. And we're also going to see some sunny spells as well. This morning, we've got a band of rain coming up across the Channel Islands to the east of Wales and another band of thundery rain moving across the southeast. That will clear away into the North Sea. And in between, we could see some further thunderstorms develop. For Scotland, Northern England and also Northern Ireland, here we've got some sunshine. And through the day, we'll see the sunshine return across parts of Wales and southwest England as this band of rain continues to move over in the direction of the North Sea, still with the odd rumble of thunder in it. Temperatures today, 17 in Belfast, 17 in the sunshine in Aberdeen, and also a few showers across the north and the west of Scotland. Now, through this evening and overnight, we say goodbye to that line of thundery showers. It will be dry for a time, there'll be some clear skies, and then the next lot come up across the Channel Islands and across southern and southeastern parts of England. Again, some of those will have some thunder and lightning in them in the showers, and it will be muggy once again in the southeast, fresher as we push further north. So tomorrow, quite a wet day, but these, remember, are showers. Not all of us necessarily seeing one, and there will still be some thunderstorms in them as well. So again, it's the north and the west that are going to see the lion's share of the sunshine. And here, if you are in the sunshine, 18 degrees in Glasgow will feel quite pleasant, but it will still be quite muggy across parts of the south and southeast. Nugget and Charlie.
Carol, thank you very much. See you later on.
Thanks so much, Carol. You know, well, yeah. What's the guy you like? Brian Adams? Not quite.
Well, Brian, of course, is number one, but yeah, Rod's got a lovely voice, hasn't he?
Oh, he'll be pleased to hear it. How's the weather going to be at Wembley for Mike tomorrow? I know you're looking to that as well as the rest of the day's weather.
Well, it might be a little bit wet at times, Mike. And good morning, everybody, by the way. What we have in the next few days are some thundery showers. Now, by no means are we all going to see one, but if you catch one, it could well be a torrential downpour and may lead to flash flooding. But there will also be some sunny spells around as well. We've got some rain and some showers already this morning. You can see that in the radar picture, a line coming up into southwest England. This band of showers here, this is thundery, and it will continue to drift northwards as we go through the course of the rest of this morning. Eventually, it will clear off into the North Sea. But there is quite a bit of cloud around this morning. The brightest skies across Scotland, northwest England and Northern Ireland, where there's some sunshine. Just a wee shower or two across the north and the west. Now, through the day, our band of rain moves towards the east. Some of this could also be thundery. Where the cloud breaks, we could see temperatures 22, 23, maybe even as high as 24 degrees in the southeast. But if you're in the sunshine in the northwest, it will feel quite pleasant. It's not going to feel as oppressive as it is in the southeast. Something else worth bearing in mind if you have an allergy to pollen today is the levels are high or very high across much of the UK. Now, through this evening and overnight, eventually we say goodbye to this line of showers. We'll have clear skies, a bit of a dry interlude before the next batch of showers come up from the south, affecting parts of the Channel Islands, southern England and into the southeast. And some of those will be thundery, but again, not all of us will see them. Muggy in the southeast, but fresher, more comfortable for sleeping in across the north and the west. Now, getting Charlie.